What's going on, good people? It's your boy Gaming Dad. Happy Monday to all my people out there in gaming land. You know what, man? I'm looking at my screen, man. Let me see if I can readjust this here. Somebody been messing. Been here messing with my stuff. Pity the fool who been in my room without my permission. I pity him. What's going on, good people? Listen, it's your boy Gaming Dad. A happy Monday again. Man, I had a long day today, man. Super duper long day, man. Your boy been working since 7 o'clock this morning, and I ain't get home till about 6 o'clock. On the road again. Without any shadow of a doubt, let's go and get into some of these comments as I talked about the rest of my day, man. But I think the message of the day, man, if you got to give, man, you should give. That's my message to everybody today. If you got it to give, you should give. What's going on, Bazawati? How you doing, my brother? Good people, don't worry. In the chat, man. Listen, you have not joined my Discord yet, man. Check it out, man. We got a good community on there. Would love for you guys to join, be a part, man. The Discord is right here on the screen, but it's also in the chat on YouTube. So do your boy a favor and join our Discord. Steve M in the building. What's going on? You know, Steve, man, if you wasn't listening or watching, man, you know you won last week. I just want to put that out there. I usually don't go back and tell people, but you know, you've been such a supporter of the channel, man. I want you to make sure that you get your prize. Let me see if I can turn this down. It's reflected off my eyeballs. All right, that's good right there. But I want to make sure that you know, Steve, I'll send out your prize to you, man. But usually I don't do this, but I'll do it for you, Steve. You my man. It's $100,000. Reese Steve's comment said, did you pre-order Bayonetta 3 Trinity Edition? Best Buy already sold out. I did not. I just pre-ordered the game. And I'm probably going to pre-order the first Bayonetta because it's $29. But, man, my funds have been kind of skimpy, man. There's a lot of things I got to get done. My son is growing out of control. You know, he got a size 11 shoe now. He a 7th grader, man. It's just, man, we got to buy him new clothes because all his other clothes is too small. So, you know, some of my entertainment is going to be cut back some so we can make sure we get him accommodated. But I did make sure I get Bayonetta 3. Matter of fact, I think the next game that I probably will purchase, I don't care what it is, it's going to be Splatoon. I don't care what else comes out. It's going to probably be Splatoon be the next game I pick up. And that's September 9th, so I got a little time. Let's see. Once again, it's your boy Gaming that say, hey, man, listen, if you have not yet and you're watching the stream, man, hit the like button for your brother. I appreciate you. Gorilla Tactics said, I personally just pre-ordered the standard edition of Bayonetta 3. Yeah, see, that's me. I don't get me wrong, man. Listen, the collections be great, man, but man, you know what, they don't understand, man. Like my job, man, I pay for gas. And even though gas was pretty good today, I caught gas for $3.79. That was really, really good. It's the lowest it's been in a long time. But man, my second job, you know, consists of a lot of driving, and so man, it's like it's gonna take a minute for my pockets, you know, catch up with this gas. This gas is killing me. But yeah, man, the regular edition, man, is gonna be just fine for me, man. I just want to play the game, get through it, have a copy of it, call it a day. Grid Attack says, this is true. I got to give, so I gave myself a PS5. Oh man, you know what, man? I just read an article, man. It's some people brought up a class action lawsuit against PlayStation because of some issues dealing with the PS5 being damaged, you know what? So maybe we get into that story tonight. I don't know, but I know I saved it. But I got an article I'm gonna talk about tonight. I'm very, very happy. Well, I'm not happy, but I am happy. But we're gonna talk about that later. I'm gonna pop it. It's gonna be the first article I attack tonight, and it's not one of the 4 I listed on the video. If you've seen the I guess the thumbnail or whatever. So, but yeah, man, listen. Once again, man, I had a pretty strange day. But man, listen, I went to dang, man, I thought I'm probably bumping into the screen. Let me see if I can readjust. I'm just a little bit tighter. All right, maybe that's it. All right. So I recently that still didn't work, man. Still getting a little flavor in. Let me see if I don't want to scoot it too much because I don't want to be comfortable. All right. That's gonna be it. Get it what I get. So I was at Walmart, man. I was working, and I was working with my clients, and you know, I mean, you go to Walmart, man. There's something about I don't know what goes on. They say, just walk around, you will find something to spend your money on. So of course I did, and I just talked about now how I need to save money, right? But I saw this, and I was like, man, I do not care. I have to have this. Have to. And you know what the bad part about it? I'm going to open it. Usually, stuff I buy, I keep in the boxes. Man, forget that. This one right here is getting opened. Let me show you, man. Oh, buddy, if you a Transformer fan and you see your boy right here, this is Blaster, man, from the Transformers movie, man. Oh, I seen this, man. I was like, I have to have it. Have to. I wanted blasters bad when I was a kid, man. And I saw this in the store, and I said, and it comes with a little cassette deck too. I said, it comes with eject. I said, buddy, sign me up. And then you know what? I came home and watched Transformers the movie, the 1986 version of Transformers movie, the best version. If you want the best Transformer movie, it is the cartoon 1986 version, and it still holds up today like as one of my favorite movies of all time. Oh, you know what? I got people coming on, and I didn't put nobody on the board except Brazil YT. All right. Gaming Dad is on the board tonight, so I won't forget. Let me get Vic on the board. What's going on, Vic? How you doing? That man, Vic. It's on the board. Guerrilla Tactics. Let me get you on the board. All right, Guerrilla Tactics. Let me see if I get anybody. Steve M is on the board. All right. That's it for right now. Let's go to Vic's comment via check. Man, listen. Never buy cheap cords from Amazon, man. This is the second cord that's going. This is the second cord that's about to go out on me. I mean, it's the right length. It's cord. I bought it because it was like, hey, it got the little, nice cord or whatever. Man, these old cheap things, man, breaking down on me. So if I go out a couple times tonight, it's because these old whack cords on this camera. I'm on this mic. But Vic says crazy news always comes out after the show. Sucks to wait a whole week. I know, right? I know, man, because the Bayonetta drop, man. I was like, yeah, I'm super duper hyped for that. There's a bunch of stuff, but once again, like not a lot of high, heavy hitting type of thing. We're gonna answer this question tonight because you know what? One question I have to have, man, is that, and I tell you my beliefs on it in a minute. Is that last year Nintendo came out with Metroid Dread, and it came out in October, early October, and it was pretty much Nintendo's holiday game. Now we got Bayonetta 3, October 28th. And then you got Pokemon. Of course, you can count Pokemon, but you really can't count Pokemon. That's just like a staple. So is Bayonetta really the Nintendo holiday game? Is that it for Nintendo? They just end right there with Bayonetta and call it a day? I don't know. Something to think about. I don't think so. I don't. I think it's not a terrible move for Nintendo, but I just don't think it's the right move for Nintendo. I think if they got some of these if this Metroid Prime is ready to go, man, let that bad boy rip. Let it go. Let it go. But that's the question I want to answer tonight. I think Nintendo will be completely fine. Matter of fact, I saw a deal today for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. You can get Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and a year of Nintendo Online for $50. Now, I don't know if that's in the U.S. I know I got the article. I found the article, saw the article today, and I hope I saved it. Hope I did. If not, I'll go and I'll try to search for it. But definitely want to attack that because if Nintendo was smart, if they really want to sell old consoles or really want to sell OLED Switches this holiday, you bundle that bad boy again with Mario Kart and let it ride. All right, let me get Vic's question off the board. But yeah, man, I got a. Speaking of that, speaking of this week, I have a crazy week, man. Your boy gets. I have to work tomorrow, but at first, I didn't have to get up early, but I might have to get up early because I got a client who pretty much ran their mouth at their visitation and said some things that might backfire on him. So now I got to get up early in the morning and do a pop-in visit. It's like, God, man. Like, to be honest, I don't have to because I did a visit today, but I think I might have to because he might just be doing some things he ain't supposed to be doing. It sucks, but it is what it is. But then, hold on, man. I'm tripping. Then your boy has to, I'm tripping. Why my screen look like that? I'm sorry, good people, man. This bothers me right here. Let me see if I can need to unlock this. My screen is tripping. There we go. There we go. Let me go ahead and lock that bad boy back before I make something move. All right. But also this week I have to take my nieces down here from Detroit, and I have to drive her back this week and then get back. So on Tuesday, really tomorrow. Matter of fact, tomorrow night, probably around midnight, I'm going to get on the road and drive to Detroit. Take my niece back to Detroit and try to make it back here by Thursday evening, so I can be prepared to work on Friday or Thursday. No, excuse me, is that Thursday? Yeah, I'll be back here sometime Thursday. It don't be Thursday, probably maybe Thursday morning, but I have to work again all day on Friday, and then I work again all day on Saturday, and then I might have to work on Sunday. Don't know. And then you know what? Next Monday, school starts back. I'll be back I won't be officially back in the classroom, but it's always that week for the teachers. And so, man, the grind doesn't stop, man. And then on top of that, through all of that, I got to figure out some way, somehow to edit some pictures. Your boy is all over the place, but you know what, man? One day, I get some peace. All right, good people. There got 9 people in the chat. Go ahead and hit that like button for your boy. If you have not already chimed in, you probably should, because you know what? Right now, we only have 5 people on the wheel, so still. And you should probably get your name on here for that opportunity to win that $10 eShop card. Now, I would like for you to win it. I got to readjust my seat. I'm way back here. I'm chilling I'm not going to say that a lot, but, let me readjust the seat. I got to pay attention, though, because sometimes, I need to get a new chair. Matter of fact, that should be on my Christmas list. I need to. If my wife is watching, she might be. She'll sneak in here. But I need a new Christmas. I need a new gaming chair, because this one here is broke. It's really. If I showed you right now, it's like being held together by a bungee cord. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. All right, good. Let's get into some stories. Enough about me and my rants about what's going on this week. My daughter's is going crazy, but I had to talk about this here. Did not see this story when it released back on the 17th of last month, but EA Sports aims to release college football game in July of 2023. Per a letter. Listen, I'm not gonna go through the letter, all that good stuff. The mere fact that, hey, you know what? Next year this time, I'll be playing college football. It better show up on the Switch. It better show up on the Switch, man. Ooh, because I'm really enjoying Madden on my Steam Deck. I am. My only issue, and probably my biggest complaint on the Steam Deck, is that battery does not last very long. I could probably get about 2, maybe 3 full football games before it's like, man, it's time to recharge. And that, to me, that's pretty good, to be honest, because after that second game, it's time to, put it up. But he's still like, you want to play. I want to be able to play my games a little bit longer than this 2 or 3 games. I think, 2 or 3 is about right. But put that on your calendar, good people. EA Sports 2023 Madden, here we come. Let me know, man, how it sound, man. I've been dealing with some stuff recently, man, with the internet and all that good stuff. But it is what it is. All right. Bayonetta file size comes in at 15 gigabytes. Now the question is going to be, when it comes down to Bayonetta, is that will this whole game fit on the cartridge? When I seen this today, I was like, yeah, okay. Will it fit on the whole? Is they're going to be able to get that whole thing onto a cart without saying it requires a download? Let's say it. Let's read some of the article. Maybe they reveal that in the article. So the game weighs in as 15 gigabytes, which is fairly hefty. So you most certainly need a micro SD card with a decent amount of space. Okay. But we're getting a physical version. So I want to know, and that, to me, that's gonna be the tale of the tape. Is the whole game on the cartridge. And I really want the whole game to be on the cartridge. I don't want to have to be like, oh my goodness, I need to download this patch. Man, listen. Platinum Games. Make this happen, man. Put the whole game on the cartridge. Talk to your boys at Nintendo and say y'all need this ASAP. I really would like this to happen. But I'm generally like, I don't know how you guys felt about the trailer. But man, that trailer was hot and the game looked real clean. You know what? I don't know if anybody else noticed that. I was like, man, that game looked real clean. It don't look like it should be running on a Switch. What kind of voodoo magic is going on at Nintendo? But this is a day one buy. It's like one of the 3 games I'm definitely like super excited about. You get games that like, okay, these are okay games that, if I get it, I get it. But Bayonetta, God of War, and Splatoon 3, I'm like, it's right here for 2022. Now, if they add Metroid in there, I'm like, bet. Give me Metroid. Give it to me in December. That would be sweet. Give it to me in December. But Bayonetta 3, man, that I was thoroughly impressed with the trailer. I was thoroughly impressed how things kind of turned out. But you know what? This Bayonetta reveal kind of leads to the next question or the next story I kind of want to cover. And I hope I saved it. Yes. And I know Switch Force, they talked about this here, but I mean, it's free game for everybody. But I thought it was a good question. I said, would you mind if Nintendo retired the big Nintendo Direct format? And I say, yes, I would mind greatly, because those directs really add volume, or how can I say it, long-lasting appeal for Nintendo's IPs and either other IPs who have a good showing. I will always remember the reveal for Smash Brothers. To me, that was like one of the best directs ever. When the Smash Brothers cross came into our eyeball. Oh man, listen, because you wasn't expecting it. You was like, oh man, another Splatoon game. That's how you was. Like, oh man. You can watch my review. Not that review video for that. No, I didn't. I probably should have. But I just remember me and my kids in my car. It was in my car. I had internet on my iPad, and we was watching it off my iPad in my car. And we sit back and we enjoying it. And at the last bit, we said, man, you know what? what? This must be some Splatoon 3 DLC they want to make special. And then they hit you. And when that bad boy dropped, I'm telling you, it's a lasting memory. It's a memory that me and my kids will have for a lifetime. And we always talk about, like, man, what's the best? If I say my kid, what's the best direct, they're gonna tell you right automatically that Smash Bros. Reveal. So I mean, it was just, it's the way to really, really control the narrative and push Nintendo in the right direction. And I mean, I thoroughly enjoy those bad boys. So I really hope they don't go away from the direct. Don't get me wrong, I think everybody likes a good surprise. It was nice to have Bayonetta kind of just drop out of nowhere. But you know what? When you have that one gun, you don't have nothing. It's like you're not fed. It's like somebody say, you know what? I'm hungry, but you know what? Like, ooh, here's this piece of a Bucky sandwich. Here, have your piece. And that piece of that sandwich is so delicious. You like, oh man, but you want more. But it was like, ain't no more. All you get is a piece. That's how I feel about these. Right? Like the piece is super good, but it's not. It don't fill you up. It just kind of like knocks the edge off until they give us something else. But if they don't give us nothing else, then what? Then what we do? We sit around here and we complain and we speculate and we do complain and speculate and we search for somebody to leak something. And when somebody leaks something or somebody trying to be a fake leaker or whatever it may be, man, you know, like the internet, man, we grab onto it and then we run with it. I really don't think you listen. I mean, Nintendo, I don't think, once again, not a smart move to say, you know what, no to the directs. I just believe that the directs just definitely still happen. They might not need to happen at a fast cadence, but you know what? To me, that September direct is crucial. That January, I believe this year we get a January direct. I believe we get maybe a direct in late August, early September, and then we get one in January. And I think that one in January is probably going to set up that next system. That's what I'm predicting. I think we're gonna get a direct in January that's gonna set up what's going on. Just like they did Breath of the Wild and the original Switch. They had that direct in January. They had a release date for Breath of the Wild, and they had the system. Get them both on this day, and to me, that would be dope. But what do you think? I would love to hear you guys' comments. For those of you who still watching, let me know in the chat how you feel. Do we need to retire these Nintendo Directs, or do we need to say, you know what? We need to embrace change. And I don't want to embrace change at all. Especially not on this here. All right. Feel free to comment. If not, I'm just gonna keep on rolling with the rollings. My next question of the day on my thumbnail that I want to address is that the possibility of us getting PlayStation VR 2 this year. And can you see us talking? No. You know what? That's funny. I do not. Usually everything is popping up. I don't hear nothing. That's why I was like, well, let me say nothing. I might have to cut it on via my phone. Thanks, Geeky, for chime. See, that Geeky to the rescue. Tell you, man, it's always something, man. And I don't know. I bet money is probably Ecamm. But because I can't see none of y'all talking. I might even know Geeky was in the chat. Let me get it in. What I fit in. Live chat. Oh no! Listen, Candy on the board. Let me hold on all my people, man. Let me get y'all on the board, man. Oh, listen, there you go. I think YouTube is trying to force y'all to say, "Hey, you gonna respond, buddy? Go to Twitch." Candy's in the chat. See, Candy, I see you on YouTube too, so I'm gonna get both of y'all. Geeky. Okay, Geeky chick. Chat is going over YouTube. Yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up on my end. All right, Candy's Twitch. I'll put Candy YouTube. I'll put Geeky's YouTube. All right. I think I seen who else had on? CMG says go Knicks. Guy. CMG in the building. Let's see. Oh, my boy Kenny from the A. What's going on, Kenny? Got you on the board. I don't know if you stuck around, but if you stuck around, my brother, congrats. Kenny from the A. All right, let's see. Let me see if I can go back up in this chat. Steve, man. I don't know why my stuff is not showing up from YouTube. It was earlier, then all of a sudden it stopped. Like Gritter Tactics, this is the last YouTube comment I got. Even my son chimed in. What's up, champ? You know me, man. Dad didn't mean to miss you. I give Joseph a little love in the chat. He just turned 16 yesterday. I was real happy. Got him a little phone. Had a little girlfriend over. All right, Vic. Got you on here. Let's see. Quay 311 on the board too. All right. I might have to read some of y'all comments off YouTube. So Steven said, I secured a Virtual Boy controller from a local retro game store. I was able to trade my Street Fighter Alpha 3 for Game Boy Advance for it. Okay. I mean, that was a legit trade. Now I got a working Virtual Boy again. That's almighty. Steve M said you should get that Splatoon OLED. It looks dope. You know what? I'm speaking of that. I'm not getting Splatoon. I'm not gonna get it, but my daughter is gonna buy it. So when my daughter buys it, she always agreed to allow me to unbox it and stuff like that. So can't wait to do that. So, but man, I just can't afford it right now. Even, I mean, listen to it. I could make it happen, but I got too many other things I got to get taken care of. Let's see. Candy responded to Geeky, said, I think you should, but since you like the light form factor so much, you may want to hold off. Yeah. You know what, man? I don't know. Geeky. I tell you, listen, I think you should have been upgraded, in my opinion. Cause that screen looks so good. I couldn't imagine you right now, especially the things you're doing on TikTok. If you had that OLED screen, bright and vibrant, playing Five Guys, I just think that that is dope. But once again, I do like your aesthetics. And your aesthetics, you know what? If it don't broke, don't fix it. Splatoon 1, this is Geeky talking, says Splatoon 1 looks good, but I like all the white too. Okay, Geeky. Geeky, if you buy Splatoon version, I'll trade you my white Joy-Cons. Ha 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 ha. Oh man, I hate that my little chat thing is not popping up. The only thing I get is the Twitch. That's gonna be kind of crappy tonight, but it is what it is. Let me see if I can pull. Nope, I'm not gonna be able to show it. I like pulling people's comments up, but it is what it is. Let's see. Grid Attack says, this is the first and probably last time I'll hear a Nintendo Direct being compared to a gas station sandwich. Not just any gas station sandwich now. Not just any, man. Buc-ee's is delicious. You see your boy got his Buc-ee's cup. With some cold Wawa. Steven said gas station barbecue is the best. Not just any gas station barbecue, but Bucky's. There is a defined difference. Quake 311 says, directs take a lot of marketing budget. Oh, come on now, man. It don't take. Listen, okay. True enough, people gotta make these clips. And edit them, break them down, make sure they're showing the right part. I get all of that, but man, it shouldn't take that much marketing budget to put off a direct. But I mean, I get what you're saying. I just want a shotgun full of games. Right. This to me, listen, right? They don't need to go like I don't need a bunch of, I just want a bunch of meat. Boom, boom. This will come out. Boom, boom, boom. Release date. Boom, boom, boom. Release date. Little gameplay, release dates. And I'm good. Laugh like I went to Twitch and chat to get his attention. Listen, I know my friends had to do that for me. Thanks, Geeky. Vic says, I think everyone is still just as happy with the news. At least no one is saying they were disappointed or feel like they got their time wasted. No direct wouldn't be a bad thing. I don't think, okay. Yes, I think everybody would be just, happy to get some news from Nintendo. But once again, it's so, those little snippets be like, it's like, oh man, like, oh, I'm on cloud 9 for like 1 or 2 days, but then it simmers out really, really quick. With a direct, man, you can feed and talk about things coming on that direct for months to come. And to me, a direct says to a developer who decides to put their game up to be viewed on a direct, is that they gotta come with their A game. If they don't come with their A game, then you know what? There's really no purpose, no reason for them to even be there. So I like to direct from that standpoint, and you know what else? Again, it's like, to me, it's like, think about like when we get directs, especially in the summer, it kind of gives us an idea on how to plan and strategize our money. It's like if I saw a game, it's like, man, this game ain't worth it. I know how to allocate my funds. So right now, I'm not going to be buying a bunch of games, but I know 3 games they got my money day one, and that's God of War, Splatoon 3, and what's that? And Bayonetta. You know what? They got my money day one. So everything else is like maybes. But I just, I like to be able to have that kind of like locked down. Steve M says Joe's Barbecue in Kansas City is also great gas station barbecue. All right, I might have to check that out. Kansas City. Basil YT said Nintendo could show 100 games and Gaming Dad would still not be happy. That's false. Basil YT, that is false. Because I'm not. He said, "Cause I wouldn't be happy." I don't believe nor concur with that statement. Because either way, I mean, I'm not that guy to complain. It's like if it's not enough, but I will base my judgment on that particular event. If the game looks whack, it's whack. But if they got some quality stuff, then it's quality. So no, Basil YT, I do not agree. I do not concur. Gritter Tactics says, shout out to Joseph. You doctor yet? Come back to the chat when you doctor. Katie say, happy birthday, Joseph. CMG said, I can feel it coming. I can feel it. I can feel it. Don't. Gritter Tactics said, depending on what replaces the direct, honestly. People were upset when Nintendo refused to do a live E3 show, and look how that turned out. Agree. Yeah, I mean, that's an excellent point. Because people were like, oh man, where's he live at? But you know what? Because at first those first directs were terrible. They were not. Them first directs, man, were not very good, not very well done. And they turned into something very great, very enjoyable. But them first couple ones was like, eh. But the live shows wasn't all that great either. The live shows, to me, the last live show I believe Nintendo did was the reveal for the Switch, and I thought they did that one pretty well. You know, it was a nice mixture. It was. I mean, I think that live show was done pretty well. It kind of really gave us an opportunity to really delve into what the Switch is and what it's about. I think Basil YT, man, he be coming from me every week the last couple weeks. What's your problem, man? All right. So let's dig back out of there. So back to my original question, dealing with PlayStation, is the possibility of the VR coming out this year, and can PlayStation survive off of Last of Us? And I think they only got Last of Us coming out this year, and they have God of War. Can PlayStation survive with just those two games? Do they really need another piece of hardware right now to kind of get them through this holiday hump? And I think it can help them, but it's hard for them to push a product when the other part you need to run this product is still in such short supply. And then do you run into another situation where you got all these PSVRs out in the wild, but you don't have enough people that own it so they can buy games for it. So the people that made games for these can't really sell a lot of them. So I don't know how Sony and Microsoft solve these issues with supply and demand. And I think until they really get a handle on how they solve it and keep their product out of scalpers' hands, I say they wait until they figure that out. But I think a VR this Christmas could help them. But I just don't foresee those VR units getting out to people that would be willing to buy it this Christmas. I think whenever they drop this here, that first initial will definitely sell out. But what makes the PlayStation VR unattractive is that lifelong cord you see that has to be connected to a PS5, and everybody doesn't have a PS5. It's proven. It's people that still want the PS5 but cannot get it. Yep, I think a VR could help them. It will spark some more attention, especially if they get quality games to go along with that VR. But without any quality games, you know what? It's gonna be tough for PlayStation this year. I still think they'll sell out no matter how many systems they bring to market this Christmas. I think they'll sell out. But games wise, I don't think God of War helps them really survive. I mean, it's gonna do well because it's God of War. But Nintendo's still gonna dominate this year, especially if a Metroid Prime crawls its way around. You know what? It's gonna do very, very well. And it's gonna be a hot commodity. People are already. I can just see they're gonna market the piss out of Splatoon 3. I mean, the absolute piss out of Splatoon 3, and rightfully so. But let it be if they mess around and get the Metroid and they get that Zelda Wind Waker remake or port come over, that's a dynamite Christmas for Nintendo. But PlayStation, they better have the games. I would say I wouldn't release that system unless they had some games. Let me look at the chat. I got to keep going back. Chi-Town in the building. What's going on, CT? Let me get you on the board. If y'all look at the board, man, and y'all say, man, gave me that, my name is not on the board. Let a brother know, man. I'll keep jumping back into the chat. I know sometimes I can run my mouth and get locked in, but CT in the building. Let's see. Battle YT says, my Switch is not being used much since I've got a steering wheel on my PS5. That's something I never bought no matter what system, I've never bought a steering wheel. As much as I kind of wanted one, I never bought one, no matter what system I may have. And I like racing games. I think overall when I was a kid, I was more of a fighting game guy than a racing game. Like I liked Mario, I like Zelda, and then I like fighting games, and then I like Madden. Madden was my thing. All right, I'm trying to think, make sure I ain't skip anybody. Got CT on the board. All right, we got 15 people. Don't forget, CT man, hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate you. So, to end this story, wrap up the PlayStation VR 2. I think it helps them this year, but if it doesn't come, I think it doesn't hurt them. I think what really will hurt this system if the game they release it too early and they don't have the games. They cannot do that with PlayStation VR. They cannot, absolutely cannot. My dogs is going crazy. I don't know why, but I digress. Like my kids don't hear them barking. That would be making me mad. Like, y'all hear these dogs barking? Do something about it. Amazon is giving out invites to buy an Xbox Series X at a discounted price. Oh, updated, no longer available. Looking back, I'm gonna address. I'm not really gonna address this story, but I'm just address like, you know what? I can honestly say that the Xbox Series X was probably not the best purchase to make. I hate to say that because I really like the system, but you know what? If I look at what I'm playing and you know what, if I look at like my PS5 and what they have to offer compared to what the Xbox probably should have waited. They should have waited because if they'd have waited to say if they'd gave PlayStation a year and just got out of their mind that they had to release that same year, if they gave them a year and they would have dropped this system with Halo fully functioning, even though it's still not fully functioning now, but if they just concentrated on that, it would have sold like gangbusters. It would be another hot commodity just like the PlayStation. But the mere fact that the Halo wasn't ready at launch, it took a whole nother year. But if they would have released and made sure they released with the games, it would have been way more successful. And that, to me, that's if any blueprint to me, if PlayStation and Xbox they use going forward is that they have to use the fact that, you know what, we got to release a system that has games ready to go out of the box day one. And if they don't, it's gonna be their doom. Gorilla Tactic says, I deserve to be on that wheel twice after not being on last week. Ha! I digress. That was funny. Shout out to Gorilla Tactics. But my dogs keep barking, man. Listen, that. And when I go out there, I bet you my son Joseph's not watching anymore. But if I come out there and they still barking and my son Joseph just sitting there chilling, buddy. Yeah, anybody in here watch Roots? Mm-hmm. He gonna get some Roots love. Cause that is ridiculous. But I would definitely say I think the Xbox, if I just look at the system itself, is probably to me the better system. But it's not as how can I say as I won't say popular as the PS5, but the PS5 just have more games. They have better games ready to go, and the Xbox they didn't bought all these companies, and you know what? And maybe next year we thought this year was going to be Xbox year, but maybe 2023, it starts to turn around, which is crazy. Why we got to wait that long? Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Grid Tactic says he's about to beat his son so bad that they're gonna stop growing. Ha! Nah, man. I don't believe in that. Nah, sometimes you know what. A good harsh discipline does the body good, especially when you know better. Like you just sit. It's like you got chores every week. Every week, some chores get be done every day, and you just sitting there just chilling, and your chore not be done. But they be the first one to crack their mouth. Ooh, daddy, I'm hungry. Ooh, daddy, I want this. Ooh, daddy, 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 daddy. But stuff I ask to do don't get done. Boy, listen, I be like, man, if you don't get out my face, ask me for stuff until you know how to do your chore and be responsible, man. I don't want to hear it. I digress. All right, let's get off the story here. Enough about Xbox and PlayStation. This is the story about class action lawsuit filed against Sony for PS5 defects. In a class action lawsuit filing, a PlayStation 5 owner accuses Sony of hiding a defect that causes the system to crash during gameplay. Ooh. The PlayStation 5, despite being launched during a global chip shortage and pandemic, is proving to be a hit with high sales. However, the next generation of console hardware faces controversy as a player claims Sony is hiding a defect in the system. Approaching 2 years since launch, the PlayStation 5 has received many updates to the system and system software to fix wide range of issues. Most recently, an update adding settings to configure the system's auto load latency mode from lag reductions. Ooh-wee. One thing about these class action lawsuits, man, they have the potential, man, to cost a company a lot of money. We, the consumers, don't really get a lot of benefits from that, but I mean, this is going to be interesting to watch kind of play out. I wonder how many people besides him jumped on board to sue Sony. Even though I haven't had that many issues with, my PlayStation 5, but you know what? Hey, good luck to that guy. That's all I can say. All right. PlayStation Stars. Sony's new PlayStation Star loyalty program will provide players for earning. It said will reward players for earning trophies. I think this is dope, man. This from the concept alone, I think this is a dope concept. And I've always wanted Nintendo to have achievements. I've always wanted that. Because to me, those achievements kind of really pushes you to want to say, you know what, let me play and get this extra little bit of challenge. This extra incentive. That's why sometimes even when you playing PlayStation games, like, you know what? Let me just go over here real quick and do some damage and then come back. You know, you be like that. It's like, but I'm glad PlayStation is up in the ante, really putting some more pressure on Nintendo and other companies with their online, status. And I don't think this does anything towards Xbox. The Xbox system is pretty legit anyway, but I think the trophy situation from Nintendo standpoint, man, they got to add that if they really want to have some value to Nintendo's online service. But shout out to PlayStation. Let's see what this says real quick. It says Sony has announced the launch of the new PlayStation loyalty program called PlayStation Stars. The program is entirely free to join for those on the console platform, and you'll be able to earn points through playing games, purchasing things on the PlayStation Store, earning trophies, and winning tournaments. Okay, so that to me, that last portion to me is dope. And I got another story that kind of ties into this. And Sony bought another gaming platform, tournament platform, something like Evo, but something else. I'll bring that story up in a minute. But back to this one here. The points you are rewarded can then be used to redeem PSN wallet funds as well as other products on the Sony store. Okay, something like Nintendo's gold and platinum points. And Sony says there also be new digital collectibles of things, which is explained as digital representations of things that PlayStation fans enjoy, including figurines of beloved and iconic characters from games and other forms of entertainment, as well as cherished devices that tap into Sony's history of innovation. Said, when's Mario Kart? Man, I can put, if you comment on Twitch, your boy can pull it up. When is Mario Kart? That's the question. Well, I'll get to that comment in 1 second. Let me finish reading this story real quick. Let's see why the idea of digital collectibles sounds an awful like NFTs. Sony's vice president of network of advertisement, Grace Chen, has reassured gamers that there aren't NFTs. It's definitely not NFTs. Definitely not, she told the Washington Post. You can't trade them or sell them. It is not leveraging any blockchain technology and definitely not NFTs. There are currently no precise launch date for the new loyalty program, but Sony says it's currently in the testing phase and will be rolling it out in phases across various regions later this year. 2022, this year. I would say that I think this program is dope. If you're a hardcore PlayStation fan, I think you should rejoice. I wish Nintendo would jump on this bandwagon and go hardcore. I think they would get more people willing to invest into that ecosystem. But back to Always on Deck Gaming. Let me get him on the board. I'm going to assume Always on Deck. Let me see if gaming is on the board. Let's see if he and Always on Deck TV is on the board. Gotcha. All right. Read a couple comments first. I'm gonna start with, it said, when is Mario Kart? Man, I do not know. You would think by now this to me would be a great time, but with the I believe with Xenoblade Chronicles coming out, I think August is probably mid-August is when we get the Mario Kart, because they really don't have. I mean, I'm trying to think of anything else that's in August that's really coming out. Yeah. Can y'all know if anything else Nintendo got coming out in August? Nothing really big. So the middle of August would be a good time to throw Mario Kart in there. So if I was a betting guy, that would be. I don't know what's going on, but finally I got a comment pop up on my YouTube. But all my comments are not popping on my YouTube. So let me go back. Let's see. Grid Tactic says that the consumer gets a broken console and a lawyer who doesn't even game gets the bag. The full bag at that, my brother. All right. So Grid Tactics puts this comment. I just said, the Russell Westbrook of the chat is here. Used to win every week. Now can't even make it to the final 5. Bricks for days, son. Oh man, shout out to my boy Always on Deck Gaming, Always on Deck TV, aka Brother Menendez in the building. I said Mendez, not Melendez, but Mendez is in the building. Don't forget, here, good people. You know what? No matter if you're on Twitch right now, this is Gaming Dad 1906. Don't forget, man, hit that follow button. Our brother would definitely appreciate your love on Twitch. And if you're here new on Gaming Dad's YouTube channel, hit that like button for your boy. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. We do this every Monday night. Same time, same best station, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Always on Deck TV says, don't love me like you do, Gorilla. Don't love me like you do. All right, let's get back to getting us back. Sweet cheeks to the rest of y'all. Oh, man. Sweet cheeks. All right, let's go for there. So before I go to my next story, I want to attack this. I said a little bit earlier about, is this it for Nintendo? Is Bayonetta 3 the big game? It says, do you do any emulations of Steam Deck? I have not yet. I mean, let me tell you why I have not. Shout out first of all to let me get you on the board, Butternox. That name sounds so funny. Let me get you on the board. Butternox, we give out a free Nintendo eShop card every Monday night. And by you chiming in tonight, Butternox, that name sounds so familiar. You have just now entered yourself to win. All right. So let me tell you, this is the reason why I have not dug in deep to emulation, even because I need to. But it's cats on here like Guerrilla Tactics who have. Because I'm not a PC guy, and I'm just loving it for what it is. I'm just loving the fact that, it's certain games that I would typically want to play from a console experience. I'm able to play handheld. So that's my experience. But I'm so loving it. So yeah, not yet. It's coming, but not yet. Butternox. All right, Geeky in the building said, "What do you think of the Kirby game?" And okay, when I first saw the trailer, of course, I thought this game right here, Geeky is going to stream this game, and it's gonna be crazy successful. That's the first thing. I thought Geeky. I thought Five Guys. I just say, it's just that it's just a wonderful combination. And said, you know what? What if Nintendo made their own Five Guys? And to me, that's what Nintendo did. They pretty much made their own form of version, but they kind of scaled it down to like a 4-player experience. And I think it's dope. I think this game, because we don't know all the details yet. I believe this game can really be special if the online portion of it is strong. If it's just 4 people playing rounds, which would be okay, you know what? But if they can somehow make it, larger than that, cause that one screen it showed like the winning circle when they had like the top 4. If they somehow expands that, then this becomes super duper dope for Nintendo. It's free to play. It's like, okay, this is a game that I'm more excited about this than I was Five Guys. But this right here is this is hold on. I got breaking news, everybody. Hold on. This is Geeky. Yeah, if y'all are not following Geeky on TikTok, you are missing out. I'm telling you, you should jump on and follow it. Even though your boy is on TikTok too, it gave me that 0 and also photos by Dave Reed. Hook a brother up and hit me the file. But Geeky stuff is like I ain't on Geeky level. Geeky on the whole. Geeky is really legit on TikTok. So she said my TikTok on the game announced got over 100K plays. God almighty. Lots of people are excited to see it. I am wondering the price point. No, I thought it's free to play. I believe that new Kirby is free to play. Let's hold on. Let's jump into that. Let's figure it out. Okay. Of course, that's the wheel. Let's see. Boom. Let's go. New tab. Let's go. Let's see. What is it called? It's called. What is it called? What is the game called? Kirby something. Let me just put come here, Kirby. What is that game called? Kirby? Is it Kirby something? Strawberry or? Let's see. That's bad. I don't know the name. Let's put new Kirby game. Dream Buffet. That's it. Kirby. All right, let's see. Let's go to Nintendo's website. Releasing summer 22. So we're all through, blah, blah, blah. It says, collect strawberries. Okay, it's 1 to 4 players. Okay, so you know it's online. It's only 4 players. It says, the only good thing about it, by it being 4 players, you'll get a lot of people that would get opportunities to play. But it doesn't say if it's free to play though. Even if it's not free to play, even if it's like, you know what, I can't foresee this game being a full price game. Man, listen, if they don't get them dogs together, hold on a second. I gotta cut this down. My bad, good people. Some of you say maybe 8 people. No, it says clear as day 1 to 4. Yeah, 1 to 4. I was hoping for a Kirby Switch Lite announcement. Man, a Kirby Switch Lite announcement would be would be like somebody providing you, somebody giving you like a quick $1,000, because it would be crazy the amount of money you would make off that one right there. Somebody said maybe 8 people. No, 1 to 4 people. Yeah, single system, 1 to 4 people. I just want to know if it's free to play, then this is a home run for Nintendo. Absolutely home run for Nintendo if it's free to play. To me, this game, it can't be more than $20. Okay, their last little, Kirby game, it was like $25, something like that. $25. The bad part about it, the gameplay, it looks like it's gonna be entertaining. So I'm looking forward to that. It's on my radar, and I hope it's free to play. I really do hope it's free to play. All right, let's get back to the get back. So I think I might have some other questions to make sure. Okay, Vic says, is it free to play? So no, I don't know yet, but I wanted to attack this last PlayStation story. It says PlayStation acquires esports platform Repeat.gg. Repeat.gg is one of the biggest esports tournament platforms in the world. Sony is buying up a lot of the esports, and I believe it's for a very good reason. I believe they are trying their best to lock in that section and say, hey, if you want to play esports, you're going to funnel your way through PlayStation. And I think Nintendo because Nintendo can really do their own thing. And they're proving it. Like, with Splatoon, with Smash Brothers, they're doing their own tournaments. I just don't know that they're going to be as big or as dominant at what PlayStation is building. And I think this is going to be an interesting look for the next, at 4 to 5 years, in the position that PlayStation puts themselves in the esports arena. Because esports, if you catch it, man, it's starting to grow a little. It's starting to grow a little stronger organically. And so it's going to be interesting to see how it all unfolds. But pay attention, PlayStation. They ain't playing around. Haha. No pun intended. I thought this was a very interesting acquisition by Nintendo. Nintendo to acquire Dynamo Pictures and rename it Nintendo Pictures. People, like most of the people and most of the YouTubers that I saw, let me make sure that Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Like I get some of the chat, but then I like the last comment I got from Geeky was said someone said maybe 8 people. All right, but I'm gonna go right back to reading this as Giga said, if it's free to play, this is talking about Kirby. If it's free to play, that will be crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, that is going to be like, but I it can't. This game cannot be more than $30. If it's more than $30, I think Nintendo is just lost their minds. Um, but if they keep it 20 and below, I think that's a sweet spot if they're going to charge for it. Grilla Tactics says Kirby the throat goat. Godly. Leave Kirby out of this. CMG says the Kirby game don't look bad at all. I I think it looks really for what caught my attention about the game is the gameplay. Cause the game may push you in that mindset of Fall Guys. I said Five Guys, but Fall Guys. But it just looks a lot more entertaining. Tactic says, I would buy the collector's edition if Nintendo released a Kirby game with that title. Is there a collector's edition? That's the question. If it is, let me run. Geeky said we need a special Kirby edition console. I just got a Power A controller in. I saw that video. Check out Geeky on TikTok. So pretty. Geeky said if it's 1 to 4 single system, does that leave the open? That leave the open to more can play online. I believe so. I believe that you can have more people play online because just like Splatoon, you can get on Splatoon right now. You can always find your game, right? Because you know it's really you got 8 people concentrated on one game. So if I get 4 people concentrated on one game, that is more games that can be played. And as long if especially if it's free to play, if it's free to play, it's like oh man, that's just a win. So it's gonna be interesting to see, and no release date. So that's the reason why I still believe they're gonna have to have no. Let me take it back. No, Nintendo doesn't. But it will be good if Nintendo had another direct, but they don't have to because they've proven like they can just keep dropping out these little small turds and everybody get excited. And I don't know if that's the best way to keep Nintendo's name in a lot of people's mouths. I don't know. Could they get all this free marketing? Soon they drop a little bit of hint. You know what? People just you got tons of YouTubers, including myself, just promoting their stuff out there for free. Well, in hopes of making some money. How about that? Gigi says, Bear and Breakfast Switch version got delayed due to the control experience not being optimal. So tired of these Nintendo Indie Direct games being delayed. A lot of games, just not just the direct. You know what? It's like almost this culture. It's almost like we can call it the delayed culture. These games they pump you up to get out there, and that level of quality and it's hitting Nintendo as well is just not there day one. I always bring it back to Mario Strikers, man, and why like my kids are not playing it. Like my son plays it, but he like, man, I wish it had more. We should when it comes to a game like Nintendo, and that's one thing that Nintendo, somebody, whoever in their board of directors, and those who are making these key decisions on what to have for the system, gotta say, listen, stop this. Put out a quality game, make sure it's A1, everything in the package, and ship out a quality sealed package. What's been handed to us and what we have learned to accept and take is these half-baked games. And it is getting really frustrating. That's why it's like I did not purchase Mario Strikers for myself. My kids wanted it. I got it for them. I didn't purchase my own copy. Will I eventually will? I probably will eventually, but it's not no time soon until they have a massive update to kind of bring it up to speed. Until then, I'm not supporting that game. Delayed culture. The delay, that's what we in right now. Greta Tactic says, I wonder if Nintendo ends up creating a streaming service in a few years for animated Nintendo shows with this purchase of Dynamo Pictures. I don't think so. I don't. It would be interesting. I don't know if they would have enough content ready to make that um something worthy of being bought. But I can see Nintendo creating a show or two and putting that bad boy on Netflix, or putting it on some anime show channel that where they can get that revenue. Um, I see that happening. So having it in house and having everything kind of broken down, it'd be a great thing. This company Dynamo is no slouch, man. They've done a lot of motion caption for a lot of different video games, man. Like the Near Automata, they did a lot of that motion caption. I mean, they worked on a lot of big time games. This ain't no little punk buy. So it's a good decision. Nintendo is dropping turds. They have been. It's like, what? Especially from the sports front, man. Even with Mario Golf, this concept of like putting a game out there and then trickling out DLC is tiresome and it's getting old. Like, I want a game. If I want to pay this money for a game, I want the full game on the cartridge. If it's not on the cartridge, man, don't release it. We didn't have these issues with the regular Nintendo or Super Nintendo or Nintendo 64. We didn't have them issues. And you know what? They need to go back to that format. Like, give me the full game, the full experience. If it ain't ready, don't release it. I'm all right with that. I think a lot of people would be okay with not getting the game on time to make sure that game is right. Nobody complained about Zelda being 6 years old. But that game better come out right from day one. I don't want no day one patch. I don't want none of that. Matter of fact, if Nintendo really want to make me mad or piss a lot of people off, release Breath of the Wild and then say, you know what? We got a day one patch. People are going to be heated. I would absolutely be heated. Would I take it anyway? Yes, of course we would. We're going to take it anyway. But are we going to be happy? Absolutely not. CMG says, I feel you on that gaming dad on Mario Strikers. Yeah, man, I'm not. Before, like even in the early days of Switch, we had a lot more games that were ready to go on a cartridge. You know what? You look at like Mario Kart has gotten some updates, but it was still like functional. And a lot of the main modes were there day one. So was Smash Brothers. Yeah, you got a bunch of DLC for different characters, but it was still a functioning game ready to go. Those would be my issues. As soon as they gave them that option to say, you know what, we can just update. Now Nintendo's thought process, and a lot of these companies' thought process is about how do I get the bag right now? And instead of saying, you know what, let's put out a quality product and then make it happen. CMG says they're trying to be like Sony and Microsoft. I hate that. You know what? I hate that they're trying to be that way, but it seems like it is. You know what? I haven't seen like a really top notch quality product from Nintendo in a minute. You look at even though it's a phenomenal game, but you look at the quality of Age of Calamity. The quality is not what you expect. You know what? Don't even try to play co-op. Oh man, you might want to hang it up. That's like you want to make yourself mad real quick. Try to play co-op on Age of Calamity. It's a terrible experience. CMJ says, but the cloud gaming there don't. But for cloud gaming, they don't really feel it because they're handling it on the back end of from the service. You know what? America just don't have the infrastructure to really handle cloud gaming the way we desire it to be done. We don't have patience for stuff that has lagging or is not quite right. We don't have patience for that. We want that bad boy day one flawless. And you know what? They're not ready there. Another good question I kind of want y'all to ponder. Do we get Call of Duty this year? Remember with that big rumor that, hey, Call of Duty is coming to the Switch? I think we're getting Call of Duty still, and I think it's going to be a part of some form of September Direct. All right. But I said Age of Calamity Co-op is a slideshow. is that especially if you're fighting three guardians. Yes, man. It is terrible. It is absolute. It's like me, my son. We tried it. We was like, oh no, we just. My son was like, Dad, I just play by myself. And I was like, yeah, I know. It killed the experience, man. It's like, at Nintendo, they should have never put that. They should have never attempted to put that out there. Somebody should have said, hey, no, let's wait. I know we don't got nothing else for Christmas, but we can't put this out there. At least that to me, that was a situation where if they just had to put it out there, you know what, you could have patched that on later when it was done right. But you know what, to be honest, they still haven't fixed it. Even though I haven't tried it in a long time, I don't know if they could have very well fixed it, but I don't think so. And let me know if if y'all played it recently and they fixed it. I mean, let me know. I wouldn't mind going back and playing with my son or something like that. But right now, nah. Grid Attack says Breath of the Wild 2 with that big requires an internet connection bar on the top of the case. You talking about inflamed. To me, if I'm Nintendo, man, that game better be on a cartridge. If it says download required, buddy, it's gonna be some hot mess. I ain't like listen, you cats that support Nintendo is gonna be blasting up. Let's see. CMG says Nier Automata is a game I'm definitely interested. I this is my issue. I don't know if I pick it up on my Switch. And I think if you haven't played it, like if I didn't buy the game on my Steam Deck, I would probably pick it up on my Switch, but it's on my Steam Deck. So I don't know if I go there and pick that game up. But I'm tempted to. I would say that I am tempted to. It's just one of them games, man. Like you want to have in your collection. But what I've played so far on my Steam Deck, man, I'm loving it. I was like, man, I've always wanted that game on the Switch, and I thought that game was coming years ago. And probably some of the rumors that said it was coming was like, okay, it's in development, but it wasn't ready. But yeah, that's some key third party games. Like, to be honest, like I'm not buying Persona 5 on my Steam Deck, but I will pick it up on my Switch. I don't know. It sounds crazy, right? But I want that experience, because to me, that's an experience I can deal with on my Switch, and I think it will play well on my Switch. Now, Nier Automata, which is going to set what it separates it from the Switch version, is I can play it in 60 frames per second, and it's flawless. Matter of fact, the only issue that I have on the Steam Deck's version of Nier Automata is that the audio sometimes clips. It's like this little clipping sound. But besides that, the game is, the audio. I love the music in Nier Automata. So CMG says Bayonetta 3 is definitely picking up. Oh, I think it's a definite day one pickup. I did beat Bayonetta 1 and 2. Yeah, but listen, great. Bayonetta 1 and 2 is games they're so good that you can go back and play them again. I didn't beat 2, but I did beat 1. If you want your comments to pop up on screen today, you just might have to make that comment known on Twitch. But Butternox, it says, I played through the first ending of on Game Pass, but considering the buffet style of gaming on Game Pass, I never returned to Automata. You know what, man? It's funny you say that comment, because I think all of us as gamers, those especially who buy games in volumes, because if I look at all my system, I probably own well over 100 to 200 games, easy. And to have access to so many games, you get kind of like bored, and you're like, well, where do I start? It's almost like you got to have like a strategy plan on which games to play, because there's so much out there. It's like, how do I deviate, like, what's important, what's not important? It's crazy. It's all over the place, man. This is a side note. This is a side, I do side notes every now and then. Today, I usually every now and then get me a frappe from McDonald's. That's the only thing I will buy from McDonald's. Them and the chocolate chip cookies is if you get them hot, they're delicious, delicious. You go to McDonald's and get you what they call a cookie tote. A cookie tote. It's like 13 cookies. It's like $4.80 something cents, something like that. And they make them bad boys hot and fresh for you right there. The super good. If you just like, oh man, I want some chocolate chip cookies, but I want them hot. Go to McDonald's, best thing ever. But I get a frappe every now and then. But I've never had a frappe without. I've never had a frappe with a shot of espresso, because I'm not a big coffee drinker. But I had one today with a shot of espresso, and buddy, the boy, I was energetic. Cause I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning, and I've worked all day until right now. And I was like, man, when I got to about maybe like 5 o'clock, I was in that bad, but like, oh, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got to stream tonight. It's crazy. But I end up get one, and the girl behind the counter said, you should try it with a shot of espresso. I said, well, give me one. Let's try it. And the taste wasn't that bad. Because I'm not a coffee guy, but I'm so glad I got that bad boy because it gave me enough energy to kind of get myself through what I'm going through right now. And I'm not super duper tired. Usually around this time here, like after working all day on a Monday, I'm usually super tired. But nope, not today. Let's see. So, okay, I'm gonna get off this story here. I think this is a very good pickup for Nintendo. I think because they're the ones that did all the Pikmin shorts. I do see them probably creating some form of TV show for Nintendo. Now, what TV show? Which brand do they venture off in? Do Nintendo invest more money and add more money to their company so they can do multiple titles, maybe some form of movie? Yeah, I bet money they looked at the amount of money they're giving to whatever that company, Illumination, that's doing the Mario movie, and saying, man, you know what, we can probably do this ourselves. And you know what? So I think this is a great move for Nintendo. Once again, it's in the same line of, you know what, bringing everything under this umbrella where, you know what, we can have multiple streams of income. This is gonna be a good thing for Nintendo, but it also can once again it become a bad thing because Nintendo becomes, their thought process and the direction can become stretched, and they can lose focus of what really make them Nintendo. So this is gonna be very interesting to check out in the weeks to come or years to come. I don't know. We talked about RoboCop last week. I know this is releasing coming next year. I'm excited because I like RoboCop, but once again, I'm hoping that this comes out on better hardware where we can have that full experience and not have to say, oh, you know what, the Switch version is us. All right. Is anybody picking up this game here? If you PlayStation Plus trial means you can play Stray for free. The game looks interesting. It looks like a game that, you know what, I probably wouldn't mind playing. But it's not like, oh, I just gotta play Stray. But it's free. For those of you who are on PlayStation, go check it out. All right. Now, I am generally excited for Bright's Memory Infinite on the Nintendo Switch. It's one, like, I have a few dollars left in my, on my eShop, and this is probably the game I pick up, when it drops, because the trailer for the original Xbox Series X, when that first trailer came out, they showed this game. It was like, oh, this game is being made by one person. I'm assuming, if he's transformed to different platforms, he's probably got a couple other people helping him out now. But I just thought that concept was good. I never played the game, but you know what? I'm looking forward to it coming out on the Switch. I just hope it keeps up. That's my only thing. It's like, man, I hope it keeps up. Playing games in handheld mode at 60 frames, it does something to you, man. Listen, it really does. At first, I was playing Madden at 30 frames per second, was still liking the experience at 30 frames per second. But man, when I kicked it over to 60, it was like, I don't want to go back. It's like, oh no, it's so fluid now. Steam Deck effect, buddy. All right, let's see. I didn't too much care about this game when it came out on PlayStation. No, excuse me, Xbox. But if you are a big Odd World fan, which I am not, it's coming to the Switch. Let's see. What day is it coming to the Switch? Let's see if they got a date. They don't have a date. But you can see, you get the collector's edition. I wouldn't dare. I want to be the person who buys the collector's edition. Now I tell you, listen, if any collector's edition that I'm going to buy, day one, buy collector's edition. What's the game? Breath of the Wild. I bought the original collector's edition. I can only imagine the collector's edition for Breath of the Wild 2. Ooh, it's gonna be something special. And that bad boy, you better have your credit card ready because it's gonna be ugly trying to get that bad boy. They're gonna have to do something. But if you're in the Soul Storm, Odd World, blah blah blah, I've never been a fan of the series. But it's coming soon. I'm assuming sometime this year. All right, let's see what they say about Kirby's. The Kirby's Dream Buffet Challenge. You to tackle food themed obstacle courses. I just want to see if so the good thing about it, this game should be out before September 21st. Because at the September 21st, we enter the fall season. And it says it's coming out in the summer. It said launched exclusively on Nintendo eShop, so it would not be no physical version. Whether in local or online multiplayer, you will be challenged to race each other as Kirby through delicious obstacle courses, collecting strawberries to make Kirby grow. Okay, so bumping other players off the stage via Fall Guys and using copy abilities. And see, that's to me, that's the point. It's like, how is that going to work? What is that going to look like? That's what intrigues me the most about the game. All right, so say Kirby's Buffet will release digitally on the Nintendo eShop for the Nintendo Switch worldwide in summer 2022. This game has to be $20. It has to be $20. It probably definitely won't be free to play. If you're thinking about pre-ordering, you can't pre-order right now at GameStop. My daughter has tried. This one's coming straight out of Splatville. Let's see. Nintendo has lost a brand new Switch OLED. Blah blah blah. I said the console features are all the same amount. No, it's Splatoon 3. No, I don't hear about that. The console is expected to hit store shelves on the 26th of August, but the company has already announced that the Switch carrying case Pro Controller are also planned to be released on the game release day. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. I might pick up the controller. That's a might. If my bank account is set up right, that might happen. But I'm not. And I'm intrigued because I have a Pro Controller from the first round of Pro Controllers, and I tell you what I don't like about the first round of Pro Controllers, and I have a Splatoon Pro Controller, but the D-pad sucks. It sucks so bad on the that's one thing that's flawed about this controller here is that the D button sucks. It sucks. It is bad. This right here is bad, man. You can't as much as it might feel like pretty good in my hands, but when you play certain games, I always go to Pac-Man 99. If I can't play Pac-Man 99 with a D-pad, it's a wrap. So I'm going to see how that kind of pans out, but I'm trying to see if man, that is a nice console, man. If you're a big time Splatoon fan, that's a nice console. Like my daughter is like big time Splatoon, and she like, Daddy, I gotta have it. Say buy it now from Nintendo, buy it now from Shop 2. Buy it now from the. So you only buy it now from Nintendo. Cause you know what? Like I tried GameStop and it was like, no, it's not in our system. That's how the guy sounded too. No, it's not in our system. Sorry. All right. NPD results Nintendo Switch Family a system number one in June and also for the first half of 2022. I don't know if you know this article usually don't show you like, hey, I don't know, they might top 10 games. Elden Ring still number one. Still have not played Elden Ring, man. I'm not really even interested in playing Elden Ring. Oh, you know what? Let me go check into some of these comments. I know I've been forgetting. I put my phone down and turned away. All right, Grid Detective says, I am buying Persona 3, 4, and 5 on literally everything. Switch, Steam, Xbox, Google Home, Mini, wherever those games are available. Man, Grid Detective, let me ask you a question, man. Why? Because I'm not a Persona guy. Even though I like Persona Strikers, I thought that was dope. I thought that was a really dope experience. I didn't finish it, but I liked the story element, and I liked the fighting elements. But what makes Persona so good? I think that's a proper question, and that goes for anybody want to answer. What makes Persona games so good? And if you are new to Persona, because I'm not a big JRPG guy, but you know what? It's one of them games that kind of it caught my attention. This is CMG says Google Home, but not Stadia. Laugh out loud, huh? Geeky says a lot of cozy games are excited about. Cozy gamers are excited about Stray. Yeah, to me it looks like a cozy, you know what, kind of platformer. It says you would buy Persona 5 on Stadia? Absolutely not. I'm not a cloud gaming guy. Now, my man CMG is, but your boy won't. No. Grid Tactic says the cat is going to die at the end. Book it. CMG says book Breath of the Wild 2 is coming on the next Switch. I can feel it. I think that's the smartest way. To me, for Nintendo, that's the smartest way to release that system. You either release it with Metroid Prime or you release it with Nintendo Breath of the Wild. To me, the better is Breath of the Wild. Hey, Samantha, what's going on? Let me get Samantha on the board real quick. Let me see if I can get back. I chimed out for a second. All right, let me get Samantha on the board. Samantha. I give a shout out to my girl, Samantha Dub, on the board. Don't forget the people to hit that like button for your boy. It says, I got to keep reading the comments. I can't pull them up. It says, Geeky says, Kirby releases in August. Hope so. I think that's a good place to put it, to be honest. I think Kirby and Mario Kart, but I think Mario, that's a hard thought process because you got Splatoon September 9th. So you don't want to mess around with that with that juggernaut. Because when that comes out, I know what I'm playing. My daughter is taking off work that day. I think she already asked me because she take off from school that day. But yeah, to me, they could do like the week, like the not quite all like the 20th of August would probably be a good time. You get yourself about 2 weeks of play because this was a tune drop, buddy. On won't be able to do it. CMG says, I know for me, Saints Row is coming. I can't wait. Agi says, CMG, I got Stadia. Finally redeemed a 6 months trial with a what? AT&T is giving out 6 months trial. I just might have to look into that. Oh man. Gigi says I got to play the Frog Island game and that's just came out. All right. CMG says really okay. I'm not. CMG says welcome to the Stadia family. Don't CMG better watch out because Geeky will mess around and do Stadia on her TikTok and dominate the scene. I think I might have planted the seed. CMG, there's a whole Stadia community out here of content creators. It is. So I tend to chime into CMG's channel every now and then, and he do got a nice little following. Grid Tactics says the music in Persona is dope. The stories are great. The characters are a blast to talk to. The gameplay is kind of like Pokemon with creating new personas and upgrading them. Oh, okay. CMG says, but I feel you, Gaming Dad. I still with the big N. CMG, hey, what's up, Samantha? Okay, y'all talking. CMG said, "Come through." All right, I might have to come. I might have to jump on that. I could deal with 6 months of free. Drake. Grid Attack says best way to explain Persona is that it's a more story focused and easier version of Shin Megami Tensei. Okay. To be honest though, I was digging Shin Megami Tensei. But you know what? Once again, I just don't have the time. But I like a good story. Let me ask you another question, Grid Tactics. Did you play Fire Emblem? Because I really wanted to dig Fire Emblem. But then that turn based and I thought, my attention span went from to quick. CMG said that's great. Stadia needs more exposure. Laugh out loud. All right, good people. Don't forget, you listen, hit the like button for your boy. If you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button. We'll love to have you around. We do this every Monday night, same time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, so back to the NPDs of the first half of the year. And Lego Star Wars is currently at 2. Mario Strikers is at 3. MLB The Show is at 4. Overwatch at 5. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is number 6. Nintendo Switch Sports is number 7. Kirby Forgotten Land is number 8. Final Fantasy 7 Remake is number 9. And then Minecraft, probably on all platforms, but probably majority Switch, is number 10. So let's count how many Nintendo Switch games is in that top 10. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and maybe a possible 6, but it's all platforms. We won't count it. So 5 of the top 10 NPD sales for the month of June is Nintendo based, which that's pretty good. But Elden Ring is still selling strong. Good old Elden Ring. All right, let's get off of there. Let's go to, let's see. Bandai Namco admits it suffered a breach. Rumors were spreading around the internet earlier this week that Bandai Namco has been hacked and that confidential information had been acquired by a third party. The company has now confirmed that. Ooh wee. Well, you know what? I'm glad I just didn't buy anything directly from Bandai Namco, but that kind of sucks that they have been hacked. But they might do them like that NVIDIA leak. Put all that, or Capcom, they just put all this stuff out there. Like, yep, here it is. These hackers don't got nothing else better to do, I swear, man. Let me see. Look at some of these comments. It says, Gigi says, Animal Crossing finally falling off the list. Yeah. if for a long time though. I mean, Animal Crossing, man, the pandemic did Animal Crossing so good. Samantha says, "Sorry, hello CMG. I'm at work listening, but my phone is elsewhere." Ruben, what's going on? Ruben, get you on the board. It says, "Hello, everyone," from Ruben. Ruben, something's going on wrong with my YouTube comments. But you on Switch? Oh, not Switch, but Twitch. I just spelled that all wrong. All right, got Ruben on the board. We're at the 20 people, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget, good people, if you chimed in for the first time, hit the like button for your boy. Appreciate you. Sega confirms that Sega Genesis Mini 2 is coming this October. Is anybody excited? I'm not. I am not excited. But you know what? I haven't looked at the games. Let's see. It says Sega Mini 2 blasts his way to North America on October 27th. Okay. Sega Genesis Mini boasts even more power, over 50 classic games previously unreleased on the Genesis Mini, and includes Sega CD titles. Okay, all right, that's interesting. I need to see the games. Let's see how. It says the full lineup of games has yet to be confirmed, and the system is currently priced up at $103 on Amazon. Is anybody going to pick this up? I just don't know about picking up this system. You know what? I made sure I got a Nintendo, the NES version. I got the Super Nintendo Mini. I got those. Lock those down. But I just don't know. I think Nintendo missed the opportunity to. They should have released a Nintendo 64 Mini. Because people would have bought that, hands down. Even a GameCube Mini would be, because the GameCube's already small, but to make it mini, that would be dope. But yeah, man, I don't know about this system yet. I got to see some more games. I don't know the whole list of games that's being released yet, but if the games are good enough, I might jump on. But right now, I'm just not excited. This is not excited. Sorry. It says Konami is looking to bring classic Metal Gear games back to online stores. You know what, Konami, man, listen. These games should be on the Switch. They was on the Vita. Why aren't they? Someone was on the 3DS. Why aren't they on the Switch? Dumb moves. Another company that's an idiot. Another idiot company that is making dumb moves. EA, dummies. Konami, dummies. The only people that really get it right was Capcom. Got it right, even though Street Fighter 6 or some form of all the older Street Fighter games, but like Street Fighter 4 at least should be on the Switch. I don't understand why that game, if it made it to the 3DS, it should make it to the Switch. I don't know why. Better yet, they can take the same characters from Street Fighter 5 and use that same engine and push it over to the Nintendo Switch, and it would probably be phenomenal. But I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't go there. It will probably be super, super dope. But once again, it's got to be 60 frames per second. If you have not played MLB The Show, which is pretty decent on the Switch, definitely the best baseball experience I have witnessed on the Switch. And because RBI, the 2020 version of RBI was pretty good. 2021 of RBI was terrible, but MLB The Show, free trial, you can play it for a whole week, and if you like it, you get it for half off. It's $30. If you like baseball, this is a pretty good version. The load times are decent. I would recommend, if you like baseball, I would recommend you picking this up. The demo, like matter of fact, and I believe the game has a demo. I would definitely play the demo if it's still out there. First of all, man, where are my sound effects at? I just want to give a hand clap one time for Shredder's Revenge reaching the 1 million copy worldwide, which is dope. I think this is dope because this is a. If you haven't played this game, if you don't own this game, this is a game I believe you get. Matter of fact, I tell you, Geeky, I bet money. I know your aesthetics is pink. If you play this game on your Switch Lite, on your TikTok, it will blow up too. This is a great game, worth every penny. If you have not played it, you definitely got to pick up. This is a great, great, great game. So glad they made it to 1 million copies worldwide. I've bought it twice. I got the digital. I had to have the digital, but then you know what? I also got the physical. So definitely, this is a game you want to pick up. Shredder's Revenge. I'm so glad they got to 1 million. All right, let's see. Let me keep on going. UK charts. If I can get to it, if I can open up. Lego Star Wars climbs back to number 1. All right, let's look at the top 10 games over in the UK. Lego Star Wars back at number 1. Formula 1 22. Electronic Arts is at number. Good old Mario Kart, man, that game, boy. All they need to do now release that next second wave, and it'll jump back up to number 1. So Mario Kart. You got Nintendo Switch Sports is still hanging around there. I'll tell you, another evergreen title. We're gonna find out. I bet money. I would bet that probably when the next sales figures come out for games, that Nintendo Switch Sport is probably hovering close to that 10 million mark. I'm just saying. All right, let's get to some comments real quick. Let's try to think of it. It's nothing else really in that top 10. Even though Horizon Forbidden West is still selling strong. Minecraft is still there. Pokemon Arc is. Blah, blah, blah. Let's get to some comments real quick. Because I know I passed some up. I think Ruben chimed in. It says, Geeky says, an easy pass. Grit Tactic says, Gaming Dad, my pockets is strapped. Also, Gaming Dad, if the games are good, I'm buying that Sega Mini. It's got to be, yeah, look, they gotta have, I'm waiting on the full list. The full list will dictate if I'm picking it up or not. CMG says, really, I will try that out on the Switch. So where's Bazard at? He probably out there smoking his vape. I need, what? And he's the only one that got English guy I know. CMG says, I haven't played a baseball game in years. Geeky said the Teenage Carol was really fun. Yeah, listen, really, I mean, to play with people is really, really fun. Really fun. Grid Tactics, if you played on Xbox, you could have played the last 2 MLB show for $15, CMG. So I haven't played Switch Sports in a while. It just didn't grab me, but it was decent. Yeah, I have to agree though. The bowling was really good. The bowling, to me, I didn't play a lot of the other stuff unless I'm playing with people, but the bowling and the tennis online is so good and competitive that, you know, I'm not playing it as much as I was, but you know, that's the game I kind of gravitate to if I want to get online and play. All right. Boop. Caught back up on some of the comments. All right. Well, so we just going right on through this stream tonight. I think I got to everything. Talked about the directs. Talked about the class at the lawsuit. And Platinum Games has approached Microsoft to publish their next game. Does this mean anything? I don't know if this means anything. It would kind of depends on what that next game would be. Because if anything, because Platinum Games has kind of been taken down, but they're gonna get a lot of their cred back after Bayonetta. Bayonetta comes out and it's good and it's polished and it's probably going to score really high. You know, that'll probably put platinum back on top. But I hope people buy the game, and I think I hope Nintendo markets the game well. One thing about these niche games, Nintendo don't put enough marketing to it. They need to market this game just like, because to be honest, they really didn't market Astral Chain, in which they should. They should have really, really marketed Astral Chain. It should have sold more than just 1 million copies. And you know what? Bayonetta 3, you know what? They're starting off on the right foot, but the Bayonetta 3 needs some commercials. It needs some more time on. The more people need to know, but this game is coming, and that they should jump on. Let me read some comments that mine just popped up. Let's see. Kiki says, "Yeah, bowling was the best part. Yeah, the bowling, like the only thing about like I like the bowling all at once. Like when you play with multiple people to bowl, like you can have 4 people on the screen at the same time. I like that aspect because it makes the game so faster. I love the online because it forces you to say, hey, you gotta lock in. That first round, you gotta lock in, and you can't have no slip ups. If you have some slip ups, you'll be out that bad boy. Definitely was digging that. Grit Tactic says, man, the shade thrown at Nintendo by Gaming Dad this podcast, that Steam Deck effect, it's real, man. How can anybody say? It is real. Once you start playing it in your hand, you like, I can tell you the first time I played it and had it in my hand, I said, what do they do next? How do they improve this thing? Now, I got a list of things they can do to improve the game. That next round, if they do certain things right, buddy, is, oh, man. That, to me, that's why I always say Nintendo they gotta be wary of this. You know what? I was watching Obi-Wan. He's starting to do videos again. And Obi-Wan said that the next Switch needs to be as powerful as a Steam Deck. And I don't, oh man, and that's a hard one to say because I believe it definitely needs to be as good as a PS4. So it's I think the Steam Deck might be a little better than the PS4. I don't know. I can't compare the specs, but I'm on that level. Like it has to be as good as a PS4, if not good as a PS4 Pro. And to me, that's really all they need. They don't need to. They need to be right there. They don't need to like take it over that top yet. But they need that handheld experience has to be just as good as a PS4. And if they get that, then they got something. But because the form factor to me of a Switch is better than the form factor of the Steam Deck. I feel like the Steam Deck is still a little too big to pull out in public and get your play on. But I could play my Switch anywhere and feel comfortable, like get it in. But a Switch OLED Lite would be divine. I'm really hoping. Okay, I know I'm on a rant. I'm really, really hoping Nintendo comes with it next year and releases 2 Switches, an OLED Lite and a new OLED, more powerful OLED. That's what I want to happen. I want them to double up on that bad boy and say it would. Both of them things is going to sell like gangbusters. Because I would legit go in and buy both. Matter of fact, I could tell you right now, I do this thing called Digit. If you ever heard of Digit, and I like Digit because it forces me to save in certain plots. So I made a Digit for the Nintendo Switch Pro. It just puts in a little bit of money every day. I got a little budget. I said, well, I just want to just kind of keep saving because I believe that that is the golden move for Nintendo. That would shock everybody. They came out with 2 different systems. GG no re. Sign me up. Let's see. Guerrilla Tactics says Scalebound or I don't care. Yes. Once again, Scalebound looked really, really good. But I don't know what else can Platinum Games do. I don't know. CMG says, oh no, that was Guerrilla Tactics. CMG says, oh my God, I love Astral Chain. Astral Chain was the truth. That game was good, super good. It says such a classic. CMG says, I hope a sequel comes out. Oh man, I hope so too. It's one of those games that I believe like Nintendo just can't walk away from that franchise. It needs to be pushed. Just like they push Splatoon. They need to push that franchise because that to me that can be another staple, a major staple in their conglomerate of IEPs. Ruben says, picked up Time on Frog Island. Pretty good title. I did not. Never heard of that game. I gotta check that out. Geeky says, I'm still waiting on my Steam Deck. You know what, Geeky? You can already put that on the board. I can put that on the board. It says, still waiting on my Steam Deck. I know. But don't worry, Geeky. It's coming. It's coming. Have faith. Grid Tech says, the music in the police station on Astral Chain was a vibe. Yeah. Nice vibe. Totally agree with you on that one. Let's see. Grid Tactic says, love pull on my big black deck in public. Man, that's funny. Funny. Boy, Grid Tactic. CT in the building. Shot-town watching. You know what, CT, man, my family reunion, man, is going to be on my mom's side of the family. It's going to be in Chicago in a couple of years. And I would definitely be there because I know for sure they're going to want me to come down and take pictures. And definitely I'm coming to Chi to do some shopping, hang out downtown. All right. Yeah, so Platinum Games, I don't know, man. I don't know what they do. But it's going to be interesting. God of War, Ragnarok. Here will come in each edition. Let's see. Let's see if they show it. All right, first you get download content. Oh man, you get that nice Thor hammer though. Dang. That. Hold on, see if I can't stretch this. I'll try to stretch it. Nope. Even this one right here. Okay, hold on. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. I might pick up this last one, the digital deluxe edition. I might pick it up. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I like some of the weapons. If I can start off with the Blade of Olympus, I'm gonna start off with him. It says Kratos, Dark Day armor, Blood, Handle Blaze, CFC, Blaze of Chaos. Oh, buddy. So I don't know, man, but I don't know if I want to pay $10 though. I don't want to pay. It's bad enough I got to pay $70, but pay $80 for this game. God of War, I'll pay the $70 for God of War with no problem. But it's some games that's charging that crazy amount of money, and it's like, man, it's no way I'm paying that. All right. So I think that's about it on a major. Another indie game says, it said Curse to Golf receives August release date. So this is one indie that didn't get delayed. Back to a teleprompter, TNT. Okay. This game might be good. But once again, it's like, I'll wait for some reviews. I'm not even a big golf guy. Like, I like playing golf, But to say, hey, you know what, I'm gonna just take some time out and really, really buy a golf game. Well, I know it's like so many other games to get. It's like, I can wait. All right. So Grill Tactic says, look at Gaming Dad. Should I buy an Xbox Series X or not? That's a good question, man. I'm to be honest with you. That is a great question. Should you buy? If I would say yes. Now, it's like you haven't bought one. I think now is about the time where really this next generation kind of picks up steam. I think that first year was a fluke. I don't know what they were trying to put out there. I think the next generation started last year, not the year before that. I think by next year you'll see the fruits of your labor with a Xbox Series X. The quick resume is still like one of the best features that I think I've seen in a video game. They do it so exceptionally well on Xbox. So yes, I would definitely say pick up one, especially if you can get it for a good price. Some places are putting it on sale. Vic says, so when's the next time we'll see a dancing stream? God almighty, man. I'm trying to put that in the back of your head. I think the next time I'm going to dance stream is either going to be for Thanksgiving or Christmas. It's going to be one of those. That's when you see your boy get down. Matter of fact, you know what? My wife kind of came down and confiscated my game because my daughter and my niece was up there getting their play on. But that's the next time you see your boy. Because you know what? I got to somehow, some way get the I got to get the Michael Jacksons on there. I want to do a Michael Jackson stream, even though I know they're going to copyright the crap out of it. But I still want to get it in. And plus, you know what I'm saying, on those streams there, because I know they're gonna copyright claim me, I don't make no money. It's like all love. Matter of fact, the money I do make is those who choose to donate. But I appreciate all the super chats and chats for that. That stream that was dope. All right. All right, good people. I believe that's all the heavy news. I'm just gonna kind of quick go through a couple of these little side notes here down there. Make sure I ain't missed nothing. Nothing just popped up last minute. Nope. Ooh. Pre-order a physical copy of TMT Shredder's Revenge. Includes a Pizza Hut coupon for a free personal pan pizza. Man, them personal pan pizzas used to be the truth. But $35 on Amazon. That's all it will cost you. $35 for a physical version. Oh, wait. Check this one out right here. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know I will pick this up. I got it digitally already. But I got a Steam Deck. And with that Steam Deck, man, you look at stuff like this here, you're like, I can play that 60 frames per second on my Steam Deck and really, really get it in. But if it's to me, it's like if I didn't have a Steam Deck, I would probably pick this up. Pre-order Doom Eternal on July 29th. End of this month through September 11th on limited run games. Let's see. The publisher has revealed more information about the various physical editions of the game that will be offered when pre-ordering starts the 29th of July, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For starters, you will be able to pre-order a standard Nintendo Switch copy of Doom Eternal for $60. They on some bull, man. For real. They are on some bull. The only good thing about, stuff like this here, that whole game better be on that cartridge. I mean, everything, like the DLC, everything. The publisher also revealed a $79.99 Steelbook Edition bundle, shown above, which includes an official Steelbook and slipcover with a standard copy of the game. I don't need to pay that much for none of that stuff there. It says Oh, okay. Now I ain't gonna lie. Look at this limited edition. Ooh wee. I'm looking at this gun. I was like, oh, there it is. Let me see if I can turn it. 5-inch super shotgun replica. Ooh, that's dope. But man, $174. Golly. That's a lot of money. You gotta really, really, I mean, really like Doom. It's a good game, don't get me wrong, but man, you gotta really like Doom to pay the price of a Switch Lite for one game. Man, that. I know Basil YT is definitely going to be sickened with this story here, but Star Wars Hunters has been delayed into 2023. I kind of had a feeling this was going to happen because, at the vibe on this game kind of really died down and you didn't hear nothing else from them. So it's kind of expected, I believe the people, I think Moja, I think they're the company that's making this game here, but it is what it is. We're kind of looking forward to that, but yeah, that's it. See you next year, man. I don't know what it's doing though. That's a lot of moolah. Let's see. Just want to make sure I didn't miss nothing else. I was laughing at the title of this article about the Steam Deck. It says Steam Deck review portable power that inherits PC problems. All right, I think that's gonna be about it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think nothing else has popped up on the radar. I guess I could look at PlayStation, but I looked at that before it started. Nope. Nothing there, boss. Nothing there either. Ooh. Netflix testing ability to purchase additional homes amid password sharing crackdown. Sharing is caring, but at what cost? I didn't get that. Could you try again? Sorry, Siri. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you. Now the only listen, I tell you, I have one account that me and my kids and my wife share. My only issue is I think everybody in my house is good. It's gonna be my son who's in Michigan. I think he gonna have the issue. So if there's a way to kind of get them a cheaper price to share off mine, I'm just gonna make my son pay it. I'm like, buddy, if you want it, if you want your own, get your own, because I'm not paying it. Let's see. Sylvester Stallone once again calls to be given back the rights of the Rocky franchise. I want to leave something of Rocky for my children. Adrian. I believe he wrote those Rockies though. He probably sold. I don't know how he probably got robbed for those. Has anybody watched the next Netflix version of Resident Evil? I need to watch it, but I'm not gonna. Look, we're done. I'm fishing for stories now. All right, good people. This is your last go around. If you want to get on the wheel and have not get on the wheel, this is your opportunity before I get ready to start. I'm gonna give yourself about 10 seconds as I read these comments. SOC made it to the building, ladies and gentlemen. Get an SOC on the board. SOC is on the board. Binge, man. Look at Binge. 4206. I give Benz a shout out, ladies and gentlemen. 4206 on the board. All right, let me read some of these comments. It says, Vic says God of War on PlayStation or Steam Deck. It's definitely better on the PlayStation, but it's pretty good to have it portably. I gotta say that I can say that, yeah. It's like because it plays really, really well. Definitely, if you had a Steam Deck, I think if you had a Steam Deck, I would definitely pick it up on a Steam Deck. Definitely pick it up on Steam Deck. Just for the portable aspect. That is my opinion. You might not agree with my opinion. Let's see. Grid Tactic says, can't imagine playing a shooter at 30 frames per second. I tried playing Horizon Forbidden West at 30 frames. I'll set the game to performance mode with the quickness. You know what? Agreed. I have to agree with that. Grid Tactic says, laugh out loud. Forgot about Star Wars Hunter was even a game. God almighty. Grid Tactics also says, Netflix think they've won, but I'll torrent all their shows. Man. Grid Tactics also says, no, need to torrent. Ben says, hello to all. And Vic says, SS wrote the first Rocky. Okay, he wrote the first Rocky movie while homeless and sold his dog in order to be able to get by. Sad story. Dang, man. Sell your dog? Who the cat that say, man, listen, you sell me that dog, I give you some money. That's crazy. Well, good people, listen, I tried my best to get you in on this extravaganza, but I'm gonna get ready to start the wheel. Your boy Gaming Dad is on the wheel. We have 22 people. Something going on wrong with my chat, so I have to kind of look onto YouTube before we got Binge on there. All right. If your name is not on there, too bad, because I don't see it. It didn't happen. Ruben is on the board. CMG. All right, good people, listen. Last week, Steve M took the dub, and Steve M did not come at me like he was supposed to. But I let him know. You got to let me know, Steve. They say, Gaming Dad, where my money? And I give it to you. Your boy, you can follow your boy on Instagram at GamingDad3 or on Twitter at Gaming_Dad3. But your boy is also on TikTok at GamingDad0. That's right, GamingDad0. This is your boy. Let's get it started. Who is the first to catch the flex? You know how it go. If your name gets called first, you hear my boy Peter Griffith with the sweet tones. That's right. Who's the first one to catch the horn tonight? Let that wheel spin, because it is wheel time. I need a song that says, wheel time, it's time for wheel time. And the first one to catch the horn will be fresh from Twitch, Butternog 23. Sorry, my brother. You are off the board. But, man, we totally enjoyed your comments, man. Thank you, Cole. You can come back next week. Same time, same bat station. 1 down. 21 to go. And who's up next to catch the flex, to catch this horn? And it will be please bleed. Go ahead, Candy. I know you was on here twice, but I'm gonna blow you off the board. Candy is off the board, ladies and gentlemen, but she's still back on the board because she was on there with her Twitch and her YouTube account. Butternog says, good night, y'all. Good night, my brother, man. I hate that you went out first. It was not planned. I like to see my newcomers come in and have an opportunity to get that dub. But we're here every week, man. If you want your free Nintendo eShop card, or if you don't have a Nintendo eShop card, you like the same thing. You might just have PlayStation or Steam or Xbox. You might have to wait a little bit, but I can make that happen for you. All right. Who's up next to catch the flex tonight? And it will be Benj. Came on here late, and that's why you lose, Benj. You out of here, my brother. Thanks for, man, for coming through, man, even though it was late in the game, but we appreciate you coming through. Up next to catch the flex. Who's next, please? Get them up out of here. Peter. Oh, this is Gigi's YouTube channel. You are out of here. But Gigi is still on the board with her Twitch channel. We're down to 18 people to go. Let's keep the flow flowing. What did the sheep say? Hey, Mendez, what did the sheep say? Meh. Always on deck. TV is still on the board, but always on deck. Gaming. No, you supposed to be. This. I had to roll the button. I must hit the wrong button, but Mendez is off the board. I gotta find out. I gotta somehow erase him. SOC, man, has been removed. He's off the board as well. I'm going to give you a horn while I'm at it.
You are out of here.
All right. I have to erase Always on Deck TV. I think that was the one that needs to be erased. He's like, what? No, brother, you off the board. Off the board, dog. CMG on the board. He said, really? Abby's. No, CMG on the board. You right there. I'm looking dead at you. CMG is on the board. Let's see. Kiki says, will time. This is going to be good. Yeah, erase Mendez. All right, let's keep the party going and flowing. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, look at your boy gave me that.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal.
I get nothing.
Nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Gave me that has been removed from the board. We'll keep it rolling. And who's up next? And our next loser is going to be Gorilla Tactic, ladies and gentlemen.
You lose.
He is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for playing, my brother. But we're down to 14 people. Let's keep it rolling. And tonight's winner will be Steve M. But
Psych.
Better luck.
Steve M was our winner from last week, but he would not win back to back. We're going to keep it rolling. Don't. And ladies and gentlemen, our next loser will be my son. Got to, man. Joseph, you're a winner in my heart. Happy birthday again, but you're off the board, ladies and gentlemen. All right, keep it rolling. Down to 12 people. Down to 12. Who's up next to catch the flex? And it will be, and my guy, CMG. Got to, man. But go Knicks. Keep the ball rolling. And our next up the bat loser is my girl Candy. Ow. Candy's off the board, ladies and gentlemen. We're down to 10. Keep it going for the win. What's up to my boy Ben? And his Geeky off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Geeky chick has bit the dust. But don't forget, man, follow her on TikTok, Instagrammy. All right, who's up next to catch the flex? And we're going to blow this next person off the board. And it will be my girl, Samantha Dub, with the off the board she goes. Oh, here she go. Watch out, boy. She'll chew you up. She's a man eater. And up next to catch the flex is my boy Vic. Blow you off the board as well. Vic is off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Vic. Coming through. No Courtney tonight, Vic. What's going on with that, man? Up next, oh, my boy Ruben, man. He is our next loser. Ruben's off the board. I'm leaving there, but for a minute, go back to the chat. CMG says, LOL, brother YT. Gritetta says, you get nothing, CMG. Like your Knicks on draft night. God almighty. God, what a shot. Nothing. Kenny like, I tried. Good night, everyone. Good night, Candy. All right, we're down to our last 6. Who's playing those tricks? But what did the sheep say? Hey, Mendez, what did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? What did the sheep say? Mendez is off the board twice, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 5 people. Let's go. Let's go. Who's up next to catch the flags? Ladies and gentlemen, representing the UK in the building, it's my boy, Basil YT. Is off the board. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to our final 4. Vic is still on the board, representing Twitch. Kenny from the A. Quay 311 back in the final 4 circle. And my man, CT, Chi-Town's finest, still on the board. But it can only be one winner. So let's go. Let's see who is next to catch the flex. And it will be Quay 311, ladies and gentlemen.
You are out of here.
We're down to 3. We got to stay watch and see who will it be. Bars. Your boy got bars. And ladies and gentlemen, Chi-Town has bit the dust.
You are out of here.
Oh, man. CT, man, thanks for hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you. But you know what? It can only be one winner. Ladies and gentlemen, yes. Okay, drum roll, please. And tonight's winner will be Kenny from the A. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks, Vic, for hanging out with us, man. But you got the bit of dust. And ladies and gentlemen, kids, give Kenny some love. Kenny from the A is our winner tonight. I hope you stayed around. I'm trying to read some of these comments. He said, they can only be one. Congrats from Geeky. Quay 311 said, congrats, Kenny. Kenny from the A, you know what to do, man. Reach out to me on Twitter at gaming_dad3. And to say, Gaming Dad, where my money, man? I'll send you your card, man. You got 2 weeks to do it, man. I give you 2 weeks. Steve M, same way, man. Don't forget, man, to send your boy a shout out to say, hey, Gaming Dad, where my money? So I can give you your card. But you got to do it that way. I won't cut you no corners. I don't cut my own kids' corners. I don't cut nobody corners. This is your boy, Gaming Dad, man. Thank y'all for hanging out, man. Another great stream. Just don't know, man, what's going on with this Nintendo thing, man. Watch tomorrow. Some big bombs is going to drop. I'm like, got to wait a whole week to talk about it. Oh, my goodness. Got to do something about that. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Have a blessed week, man. I pray to God is with all you guys, man. I hope He bless your decision-making, your goals in life, your dreams in life, the people that you mess around with, the people that you're dealing with, man. I hope God's put His hands on them, like just sprinkle it on it. Like, just get yourself a little Jesus. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Thank y'all again, my friends, as we break it down like we always do around this time. This is your boy, Gaming Dad. Thank y'all for hanging out. Peace, love, and soul. Hold on 1 minute. I had to come back on here for this comment. Candy says 7 to 10 day delivery time on eShop cards. But Candy, didn't you get it? God almighty. Don't do me like that. You see how my people do me, man? They just do me so wrong. Wrong. Greta says off to buy that Series X. Go. Let's see. Quay 11 says Bruno's nachos. All right, now I'm out for real. Peace out, good people.